So we're approaching Salem, Oregon right now, but we started the day in Seattle at the Amazon Go store. If you haven't heard of it, you walk in, you scan your app, you pick up stuff and leave. And they've also called it a shoplifting store. You never have to talk to a cashier. If you know what you're doing, you don't have to talk to anybody. We didn't know what we were doing. It took us more time to shop there than it would have been a normal thing. I had to load an app, I had to put in my password, I had to do some authentication by email. So I wasn't impressed. What did you think?
Well, I mean, I think that their model is something that's not what I'm used to. And I suppose that in time I get more used to it, but it was very limited selection, but you could tell highly curated. It's kind of what I kind of came away with.
All right. But then 2 miles later, in a company town for Amazon, we were at the Central Co-op, independent for 40 years and thriving. They're figuring it out. They're doing a little bit of Instacart and some other things, but what they're offering people is a connection and 420 local products. We met the man with the best name in natural retail, Garland McQueen.
Yeah, that was very impressive. That the co-op was very impressive, and the amount of retail they're doing per square foot is phenomenal. I mean, they're rocking out, hundreds of thousands of dollars a week out of that store. Great selection, as you were saying, and what I like about that is it has that appeal to where they can introduce you to new products. If you don't know you're going there for that, you might find something that blows your mind and can become an entirely new product that you could enjoy.
We didn't see that going on at the Amazon store. We
No,
saw
it's very different.
People staring at their phones and then staring at the shelves and then walking out. But the most exciting thing we maybe saw all day was we got down to Portland, 3 hours south of Seattle, because this is a road trip. We went to the Green Zebra and met Lisa Sedlar. She has a 7-Eleven meets Whole Foods almost thing going on there. A small footprint, very carefully curated item selection, kombucha on tap, and people in and out of that store in a convenience store amount of time.
It's interesting, and she had a ton of energy. I love her line, small is the new big. And you could just feel the palpable energy that she had for her store. Garland had that too in a different way. But you mentioned, I was thinking about the curated part between Amazon and the curated part between our friend Lisa at the last store. The difference is, on Amazon you saw 2 selections of iced coffee, 2 selections of Evolution Fresh juice, 2 selections of this. A lot of it seemed to be very big brands and maybe 1 or 2 SKUs of those very big ones. What you had at Lisa, even in a smaller footprint store, her curation was, you've got to try this kombucha from this place, or you need to try this iced coffee from this group. It wasn't just big brands, but also small and becoming entrepreneurial companies that they were able to feature alongside the bigs in a highly curated fashion. And it was definitely a neighborhood store. I asked 3 people later on, what do they think of the Green Zebra and how often do they come? And they said they come 4 times a week at least, and laughed and said they come away with 3 or 4 products and get something ready-made to eat. Just like what Lisa was talking about in your interview with her.
Yeah, and we asked her about technology and cameras and robots, what their model there is lots of stores in lots of neighborhoods. She called it the 20-minute neighborhood model, where you can get everything within a 20-minute bike ride or walk. And that's the technology we need, is more places, smaller footprints, big boxes over big, small is the new big, and she's making it real. Right there up in the Northwest, in the shadow of Amazon, innovation's happening in a different way, and people are happy.
And I think it's a model that, hey, there's going to be different models for everybody, and you have to do what you can do well, get better at what you can get better at, but really embrace the values that make you the special retailer that you are. It was a great first day.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Starting up in Salem, on our way to Anaheim.
Woo!
Expo road trip.
Let's do it.